Dear students, welcome and thank you for tuning in to this video. We are continuing lecture 10 on the force system resultant, and in particular how to determine the moment of a force about an axis with me, Dr. Loay Al-Zube. So we have talked before about some of the applications and the importance of finding the moment created by a force about an axis, and we talked about how can we use the scalar analysis method to determine this moment. In this video, we're going to talk about the vector analysis because we mentioned before that it's going to be hard if you are unable to find and project the position vector between the line of action and the axis that you want to find the moment about. So if it's complicated, we would like to go with the vector analysis rather than with the scalar analysis. It's much more general and easier to do. So let's see how we can do this. So for vector analysis, let's say our goal is to find and determine the moment of the force, which is the tendency to rotate of the body about an axis. And if we look at the example that we are showing, we have an axis AA, and I have my force that is here. And let's say we have this object, and I'd like to find the tendency of rotation around the AA axis. So to do so, what we need to do actually is to first compute the moment of a force about an arbitrary point, O, and we learn how to do this in 3 dimensions and in 2 dimensions. So we want to do this, find the moment around this point that lies on the AA axis using the cross product, similar to what we did before in the lecture 9. So you find the position R, a position vector from point O to the line of action of the force, and you do the cross product with F. And if you remember, it was about the determinant. So what we did is put I, J, K, and then you put Rx, Ry, Rz, and then you put Fx, Fy, Fz, and you find the determinant, and this is your moment around the point O. After you do this, remember this moment is not the moment around the axis of AA. So we need to project this moment to find the component of that moment along the AA axis using the dot product. So you take the unit vector of A, the line AA, and you do the dot product with the moment, and then you have the magnitude, which is the component that is acting on the, causing the rotation around the AA axis. Remember, this is a scalar, right? Value, and this is a vector value, right? Because it has ijk. So once you do this, you can find using the dot product, you can find your component of the moment that is the tendency to rotate around the AA axis. Now, there's another way to do this, which the one that I like, which is the determinant. So we can build on what we did before. Sorry, when we calculated the moment around a point in 3 dimensions. Now, if we did the dot product with the unit vector of AA, the axis AA, I can replace the ijk at the top, the first row of the determinant, with the component of the unit vector of A. So UAX, UAY, UAZ. So you no more have the ijk, right? In the first row. So we replace them with the component of the unit vector of AA, and then you find the determinant the same way we did before, and you will get your moment around the axis. So the above this equation is also called the triple scalar product, and we do the same formula we did before. So you take the first component UAX, and you hide the column and the row, and you find the determinant of the 2 by 2 matrix that is left which is the diagonal multiplication of the diagonal component minus the off-diagonal components, and for this one is ry multiplied by fz minus rz multiplied by fy, and then that's what you have here, and then you do the negative ay and you hide the column and the row, and you end up with the only rx multiplied by fz minus rz multiplied by fx, and you do the plus uaz, and you also cover the row and the column where uaz reside, and you end up with these two, with the 2 by 2 matrix. You find the determinant rx multiplied by fy minus ry multiplied by fx, and then you get your component. Don't forget that the second element is always negative in your determinant. And that's the easy. I like this way more, and I use it continuously if I would like to find the moment created by a force about an axis. So steps, right? Make sure that your force is in the Cartesian coordinates formula, and you have your rx or position vector from the any point on the axis to the line of action of the force, and you have the unit vector of the line of the axis around which you want to find the moment, and you should be good by finding them using the determinant. So you need to represent the vector in the along the AA axis. You need to find the position vector from a point on the AA axis to any point on the line of action of the force. You find your force in a Cartesian form, and then you get to go with the determinant. I hope that this clarifies the processes of how can we determine the moment of created by a force about an axis. In the following video, I'm going to show you an example of how to do this and how we can use the vector analysis methodology to find the moment created by a force about an axis. Thank you for watching, and to the next video. Bye.